So, mental health is the state of mental well being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life and release their abilities to learn and live and cope with the daily life routines. Yeah. Yeah, so that is mental health. So maybe we can start by saying the types of mental health, the 4 types of mental health. Yeah. Yeah, we'll start by saying the 4 types of mental health. That is mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, psychotic disorders.
Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Evolving You podcast. My name is Kerish Prudence, and I'm so happy to have you today. And I have my fellows here.
Hi, my name is Sharon Awar. First of all, Happy New Year. This is 2024. We'll be glad to share with you about various things that we have in store for you.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Venice Mariel, and today is such an amazing day. Now, we're just going to go deep kidogo to what's been happening and how the youth tunakuwa involved and what advice you can have for the youth as we tag along tukiendelea na conversation.
Yeah, so today it's all about mental health issues among the youths.
Yeah.
So, the youths are really going through a lot, and mentally, physically, psychologically, all that. They're really going through a lot. So we just want to share out and see what's this that they always go through. So Sharon, what do you think about this?
Yeah, let's start by defining mental health. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what is mental health. So, mental health is the state of mental well being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life and release their abilities to learn and live and cope with the daily life routines. Yeah. Yeah, so that is mental health. So maybe we can start by saying the types of mental health, the 4 types of mental health. Yeah. Yeah, we'll start by saying the 4 types of mental health. That is mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, psychotic disorders. Yeah, so we'll start talking about bipolar disorder. And a lot of people confuse the bipolar disorder with meaning being crazy. Yeah, being crazy. Like you start talking something and people, nowadays, so and so, like she's acting crazy.
She's acting crazy. So they don't know that it's a disorder that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a person have Jacob, why laughing? So a person have unusual shifts in a person's mood, energy, and then someone might think that I'm a cheesy. So people mistake you for a cheesy person, a mogoroki.
Yeah, a very good example is Kanye. Yeah, who is a fan of Kanye West? I'm a very big fan of Kanye West,
Let me
actually.
tell you, that guy can be.
Then
he changed his job.
Yeah. But pia, Kanye West most of the time anaongea a lot of truth and facts. Kanye West speaks a lot of truth that everyone else in Hollywood is afraid to talk about. So now most of the time people are, Kanye is crazy, Kanye is bipolar, is off the meds, and all this time unapata like anaongea to the truth and the fact, but due to his bipolar state, that's all like people are trying to cover it up. Unajua kuna those deep secrets zenye those people like don't want any other regular people to know about. So yeah.
Yeah, and we also have so many people who have this bipolar disorder until it's affecting their day-to-day activities.
Yeah.
Your mood changes from nowhere until you're like, is this really me? you even don't know at some point. It's either you are moodless, you're just there, your energy has really changed,
Yeah.
and you're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing. So people are like, huyu aka
Yeah.
nikachizi fulani hapo.
But I don't think
Especially hiyo
people
nini,
notice.
especially hiyo yenye umesema the Kanye smile. Aki Kanye West akona smile supu, but inakwanga for seconds.
Anakwanga for seconds, and then he
Akon-
changes like nothing happened until I've seen the same thing on his son.
Ah, but I love Kanye, especially North is
Exactly,
yani North tu ni
North.
Kanye. North is just like a little mini
Yeah,
Kanye, a
but-
female version of Kanye.
Yeah, it's a female version of Kenya, but also his son he behaves like Kanye.
Yeah.
He smiles for some seconds and then
Yeah.
he's back to serious.
So like, ni
Yeah.
genetical hiyo.
By the way, is bipolar genetical?
I don't think I like bipolar is genetical, but some traits ni genetical. No, you can be serious, and your father was very
Yeah.
serious, and your son will be very serious. Like it's just traits. But bipolar, I don't think it's genetical. No.
Yeah.
Kanye West became bipolar when the mother died. So like everything ikakuwa too overwhelming for him, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what about mood disorders? Like the usual thing, like unaingia hapo uko happy kidogo umenuna, Prudence nini mbaya? Hakuna.
Me, I know something who's always like that. No, siwezi sema ni bipolar.
How do you know it's not bipolar?
I don't know.
How do you
Maybe
know?
I think we should go to the we should visit a physician and then
Yeah.
see a specialist. Check if this thing is really bipolar or what. This person is some few seconds. She's okay, and then she can later on change and be like,
Yeah.
Are you the same person? She knows herself. Let me tell you, she knows herself. That person knows herself.
One minute ako hapa making plans. Oh, we should go out and do this.
The
The next minute I want to go home.
I'm not
But you
going.
people, do you know one thing? Hizi vitu zote zikifanyika, you don't even realize.
Yeah, like it's just part of you.
Well, I'm not saying
How do
mine
you
I
know?
don't realize.
How do you
Mine I
know?
know. Mine I know, and I'm not saying it's a disorder, but but I'm saying for these people they don't really like, unajua unaweza katu uko fiti alafu kasira kakupande ufikie umegonga
But me, I think sometimes ni like that's just who you are, unaona. Nikuja
Yeah,
hapa
I
like
think
na
that's
smile, unajua sometimes mimi nakunga like silent, naweza kaa tu like uone nikaa nimekasirika udhani niko moody, but the moment you start
Especially
talking
in
to
the
me
mornings, like
naanza
wake up.
kusmile, so unaona like
Mornings are not your time.
I just think it's just who you are, unaona. Yeah, mood huwezi like huwezi tu like ona tu mtu ako mood useme tu huyu ako na bipolar.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
ni kama tu signs and symptoms, Yeah.
And by the way, what are some of the signs and symptoms that you're bipolar?
Tuseme kama hii inaitwangwa aje? Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. Like mostly inakunga psychotic disorder, unaona? Like all of a sudden nimekaa tu na wewe hapa alafu naamka naanza kukupiga from nowhere, unaona? Like I start boxing you. Yeah, that's a like a symptom because no one kwa normal mind yake anaanza tu kuwa violent for no reason. So I think one of the signs and symptoms of kuwa bipolar ni violent, kuwa too violent.
Increased
Yeah.
excitement, like you're overexcited.
Yes.
At
Really?
Yeah, increased excitement for no reason, like
Wow.
whether you're just increased energy, not
actually.
increased energy. Na energy mingi yenye hata hatujui imetoka wapi.
Yeah, sasa hiyo tunaiweka kwa bipolar ama like just normal mental. Juu wale wenda wazimu kwa barabara wanakwanga na furaha, wanajongelesha, wanacheka like
Since all these fall under mental health.
Yeah.
I think most of them tutakuwa tunapata ziko
Ni-
in
yeah.
all of them.
that's right.
Ukikuja kuangalia kama hiyo mood swings, I think it
Yeah.
applies just to all of it.
Yeah.
Unaona? Ukikuja ku look at something like lack of sleep, you're
Yeah.
trying to sleep but you can't get some sleep.
Yeah.
That is also something that happens.
Actually lack of sleep inaenda side by side na anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder is the worst thing. Yani anxiety unajua like hauko at peace, like brain activity. Ushaikuwa na like too much brain activity hadi you just feel like headaches, you are restless, unashindanga tu like you have migraines. Actually anxiety like in this our setting unajua like wazungu most of the time wana taking a mental health very serious unaona
and they even have meds for
anxiety disorder vitu tu but huku
Welcome
like
to Kenya. You're not
we
abroad.
don't take this ukisema uko na anxiety mtu anaona wewe tu ni cool kid ati sasa ako na anxiety actually it's a very bad thing anxiety ni kitu mbaya unaweza kuwa like sleepless you can be sick yani it's like having this nini in your brain like you are not at peace with yourself like it's the worst ever.
But welcome to Kenya where when you're anxious people think that this one
tunamalizana huyo anajifanya
you ata get over it unaona
ata get over it but where there are some places where anxiety is being taken as a serious case
yeah
because I know right now
because you're worried you are anxious like you are nervous you can literally do nothing but we anajifanya pretenders
right now I think pia ni vile we just don't know the weight of it
yeah
unaona inakuanga like a different thing unaweza pata if you go to the hospital even just someone died amewekewa tu maybe alikufa from heart attack and we don't really know if it was that heart attack unaona because until people know the weight of that thing
juu vitu zina building tu hivi tangu pate heart attack like it's a lot umeendure
there's a lot that comes with it so until they know the weight in hiyo kitu inakuja nayo and how much it costs us okay sometimes tunaweza sema sahi like looking at the results and everything you're like watu wamefail but then in real sense you don't know a lot has been going on in the country currently watoto wamekuwa disturbed with all other things that zilikuwa zina happen you know but then we don't give them that attention that they can just tell us mommy I just feel nervous kurudi shule because I feel like maybe I'll fail
an African parent hataelewa hiyo
ukielewa viboko
tapelekwa mbio na kiboko hadi shule na waambie mwalimu pia kuchape juu take kwenda shule
so sometimes having your space is kind of like a good thing tunapata having that space to talk about things inasaidia small things just small things develop to big things and then finally
I think like as Kenyans tunafaa kuwa educated like about mental health juu kuna wenye like they don't believe like
this thing
it can happen to anyone unaona like tunafaa kuwa educated tuone the signs and symptoms how to help those people sasa hii mtu amepata umeenda huko mamako atasema tu nimeuza ng'ombe nifunze ng'ombe umefail wewe penye huko unajua parents are disappointed wewe uko stressed umefail you don't know what your life itaendelea aje but you know we should just at least be kind unaona
condition you do want for yourself
it's something that comes naturally like you can't kama umepata hiyo they should be there to console you but instead welcome to Africa where umepata you are being chased out of your home to go start your own life because you really messed up they think this is the end of you like you see this lady from is it Siaya who committed suicide because she's been trying like she's looked for jobs like around 500 times and then their goal has been unsuccessful so she decides like let me take my life to end this. You see, those are some of the things to make.
That's why mental health like depression all those things like tunafaa tufunze vizuri like zikiwata kwa TV actually like lessons tu tunafaa unaona venye tunapewa lessons za voting during election period these things hata kati tuseme tu ni on a Saturday like it should be mental health from 8 to 9 juu a lot of things zinafanyika kama juzi like that lady from Lang'ata like she committed suicide alijump from the 3rd floor of the building so imagine to like ni nini umepitia ni nini tu umepitia life yako hadi ukasema tu like enough is enough and I'm ending it unajua committing suicide inataka a lot of courage
a lot of courage
it's not like I can do this no like inataka like a lot of courage
but you're just ready for whatever it comes
like you umegive up kabisa like hadi ya kesho like
on 23rd my neighbor from home he cut his private parts like until ikakatika so it was chopped off the dick part so he chopped off
and then the heaven direct
imagine the guy is still alive
Yeah.
But
hapo ukikata huwezi kufa by the way.
Hakuna utakufa.
Ujisikia mademu wameuma hiyo yote like na the guy survived.
so I was wondering why? Like why would you even do such a thing even if this thing is so stressful? There are so many ways that you can.
Alisema what was the reason?
No.
Ama the
we've
girlfriend
never seen him.
cheated.
Actually, no, he's married, he has 6 kids.
See,
Ama the wife cheated ama alipata watoto si wake.
this is a lot.
He has 6 kids. You can
Why would they
imagine.
go ahead and hey?
3 sons,
But
3
maybe
ladies.
I don't know what
So on
happened.
23rd last year December, the guy decided, let me chop off my stuff. So he chops it off. He started by trying to stab himself here on the neck, and then he realizes that it's so painful. And then some few weeks, some months ago, before trying to cut his part, he had tried. He had taken poison. So he was rushed to the hospital in Eldoret, and then he was later on okay. So later on, it's when he's coming to chop off his machine. Until ikakatika, so the village elder picked that part from the corner of the house, and he tries to do this in his mother's house. So really, even if it's depression, there are so many ways that you. So many people are going through a lot outside here that we can't even tell. But thank God, the guy is still alive. And
so people like that, like wanafaa like they go to therapy. And I don't know if there's some kind of
Therapy Kenya.
Actually government hospitals wanafaa provide free therapy and
they should provide free.
And then mtu kama huyo anafaa ikwe tu suicide watch. Unajua like people who've tried to commit suicide a number of times, they should be placed under suicide watch because you never know what a strike tena lini.
Or you never know the people surrounding him. He might harm them next time. So they're also just at risk. Even
that
us
was
as the neighbors, we're also at risk because you never know what that person might do.
You're living in fear because like ni mtu like maybe anaona like I have nothing to lose, unaona.
But do people realize watu wanajaribu commit suicide? Sometimes hawananga tu hiyo nini ya kukufa. They just want to self-harm. Wasikie tu that kauchungu. Hiyo point inafikanga. Unasikia uchungu mpaka hata ukijiumiza hivi, you don't feel the pain. So they try as much as they can. Waumize tu somewhere and then. But maybe sasa turnout ndio inakuanga different. Because maybe ulikuwa unapanga tu hata ni slit kidogo. Kumbe umekata vein and then you bleed.
Na sometimes pia inakuanga cry for help, unaona? Like the moment umejaribu kufanya something kai hiyo, unajua people will be like talking like like ni nini imefanyika, akona shida, like it's a cry for help by the way. Attempting suicide is a cry for help. Attention.
Let me tell you, but now when you try doing such a thing, that is when people move away from you.
It's
when unabaki peke yako. The world. So like no one has ever gone to see that guy since he came from the hospital.
Wow.
He's just there with his family, the wife and the kids. No one wants to go there because they're like
But I don't understand why he did that.
Inakuwa associated vile watu wanasema it's kind of demonic mtu kujaribu kujiumiza. Have you ever
Actually Africans wanaonanga suicide and attempting suicide inakuanga like kuna kwanga na hiyo damu ya suicide that inafuatanga generation.
Like you have to check dawa first before you go even to your house or something like that.
Unaanga mtu akikomitingi suicide atakipatwa hapo kwa mti anachapwa kwanza.
That is what happens. Before the police wa kunini, they chapa you and then they cut down now and then those people they must go take some herbs before they go back to their houses.
If you want to actually like not so long ago juzi there was someone who wanted to throw himself kwa story building, alikuwa anataka kujirusha huku tu, nimesahau ilikuwa na wapi specific, but wenye walikuwa around walikuja wakamtoa na wakamtandika. Na wakamtandika.
Do you know that even if you try committing suicide and then you don't die, you're being arrested by the police officers? That's a case and you'll be jailed for it.
Na akicommit suicide huko in jail. Unajua a lot of prisoners pia wana committing suicide in jail.
But if you don't die, that's another case.
But me naona being taken to jail is so harsh. Like government tu inafaa to come through. People who are attempting to commit suicide wanafaa kuwe like something like rehab yao to like you recover from that.
It's the nature of the country maybe.
The country.
To be tough. So definitely ukipeleka mtu therapy, kama mtu hatataka kuongea, they won't speak, because
Hataongea.
I've ever shared
Yeah.
space na watu wenye wamejaribu commit suicide, they came out of it vizuri, but they still won't talk, you know. So it's more of
Yeah.
like ukipelekanga mtu huko kwa jela apate the life there is another level, anaweza amua okay, let me just
But unajua unaweza peleka mtu jela na upate pia kuna mental health issues, na huku Kenya si ati like ukipatikana ukifanya hii utapelekwa nini court, upelekwe like evolution, waone if you are stable to fit a trial. Like huku ukipatwa tu like vitu tu zime like
wanassumingi tu people do things, but sometimes
watu wanassumingi tu unajua kenye unafanya, but in the real sense maybe you know you are not stable, mentally stable.
So people are going through a lot outside here. I
Yeah.
think the only thing the government should try and do is, at least in these public hospitals, or at least they should set some places specifically meant for these mental issues.
Yeah,
and
as
all
a
that.
safe space.
Yeah, as a safe space. So that people can be assured that at least if I have a problem, I can go there and then I feel at least much better.
But do
Yeah.
people know okay, tuseme kuna classes in life right now. There's a rich person somewhere mwenye anapeleka mtoto wake therapy. You know that?
Yeah.
Here in Kenya.
Yeah, there
it
is.
happens. But then there's the normal people.
The humble
Normal
ones,
mwananchi.
the common
Common
mwananchi.
mwananchi, they call us. Maybe you won't even afford that therapy. Because trust me, unaona hosi zingine zenye zinaweza kuwa zina offer therapy, appointment peke yake goes up to 5k.
Exactly.
Ujaona daktari?
Ujaona
Ni
daktari.
kubook to appointment.
Ujiaka consultation fee.
Yani it's because I was like, okay.
Alafu therapy is so expensive.
Yeah, therapy is very
So I
expensive.
feel like people don't avoid it because they don't want.
Yeah.
Unaona?
It's because
It's so expensive,
very
that
expensive.
if mfuko yako haitoshei that thing, then definitely there's nothing you're going to do there. Unaona? But you have ever been to the hospital na mtu pia they actually thought akona hiyo shida, but they got someone kumwongelesha tu, you know, but it wasn't like consistent, unaelewa? Because I feel like maybe if they send someone, huyo mtu akwe consistent, akuje leo, akuje kesho, because you also, before I open up to you, you have to win my trust. I have to know that I can trust this person. Now trusting you depends on the approach you're going to give me. So if you don't give me that good approach in inanionyesha, you can trust me, you can confide in me, just tell me anything that you have at heart, I'll listen to you na nitakusaidia kupata solution. Unaona? So this person mwenye aliappointiwa akuje, mwenye alikuja tu once peke yake, and that was it. Na hata akiongea na the patient, I was just there, you know, nikasikia all the conversations. So sometimes I was like, okay, maybe angeniambia tutaenda tembea, because maybe the person wasn't going to
comfortable.
talk.
They can't open up when you're there, but when they're
But you open up come to around, it's very hard.
It's very hard. So, but maybe mimi I was young, so I was just there to niko tu hapo hosi, you know. But strategy ya government inafaa ikuje yenye ina consider all the people. So ukitembelea most public hospitals, you won't find that. That was actually in a private hospital. Ndio walituma mtu, but the person wasn't consistent since the patient wasn't talking. Unaona? But a little bit of patience na kusukuma mtu, you know, pia it can push someone to talk.
Na mtu pia anafaa yake like effort, unaona?
Yeah.
But pia I think some public hospitals ziko nayo, but unajua kukua now is not the big deal, but is it functioning? That's the question. Because I think like I've seen one, other was like wow, like CJ ona like one in Kenya, unaona? So I saw one, I was like impressed, but nikajaribu kufungua hivi and it was locked. Nilikuwa tu during working hours and I was like kind of disappointed. So I think like government pia like inafaa to take mental health seriously. Kwanza Kenya sahi tuna go through a lot yani maisha tu like imefika point fulani ni kujikaza tu, cause ingekuwa ku give up population ya Kenya sahi ingekuwa 5.
Because people are already striving to go out.
People are really going through
but the
a lot.
condition is really not
Because plus the economics itself, it's just making people to be depressed.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
juu kila kitu imepanda, maisha imepanda, salary ni ile tangu 2018
na salary yenyewe hivyo unakatwa tax
na tax ndo hiyo.
there's a lot. Because
There's a lot going
someone
on.
who is supposed to get 1 million say anapata about 700 and something thousand.
Sasa imagine mwenye ana earn 20k.
Imagine.
Na some mtu anapata
Mtu anapata 20k.
yeah, so vitu zingekuwa tu into consideration, but I also feel like when the country inaweza chukulia mental health as a serious issue, they create awareness, they educate people on the right things, the right measures, wa educate people on the signs and symptoms of everything. So ukaenge tu ukijua when this and this is happening to nani and it's consistent for like this given period of time, definitely this person hayuko sawa. And then even if they set up those places in the hospital, you know, like at least unaona ukiingianga hosi there is a dash hapo yenye nasoma VCT iko huko, radiology room iko huko, normal nini iko huko, you know. So if they set it up in the hospital, pia inafaa waeke waonyeshe mtu therapy ni
The other way.
unajua. So unajua it gives you easy time because you'll find kuna mtu haezi ulizia, like maybe if I was depressed today I'll just be walking alafu tena nasema sasa nikiulizia huyu mtu hii room iko wapi atanijudge and all that because you know people judge you in Kenya hata for hanging yourself in that rope will still judge you.
Hata ukienda VCT they'll still
Actually,
judge
you're
you.
right. Actually, nimekumbuka like a lot of Kenyans pia wanaogopa kwenda for therapy and you know this mental health for checkups and all that because wana fear being judged. Unaona? Yeah, they fear being judged because unajua huku ukiwa na mental health issue mtu anakuona tu ni mwenda wazimu.
You don't fit in the society anymore.
Yeah, so like tunafaa tu embrace it and our mental health is our priority because your life daily, your happiness, everything too, like it starts with the mind. Yeah.
But I feel like you're going to be a better generation of parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unajua us, kuna that much of exposure pia.
Yeah.
And then with us going through all this, so unapata mtu akiwa na mtu hii, atakwambia but I'm just striving to give my child the best. You know, I don't want my child to live vile niliishi. Because ikifika point, even your parent will tell you that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, tunataka to create that atmosphere like you allow your children to express themselves. Unajua kitambo like mtoto hawezi sema hii like you just suck it up.
You don't know.
You express yourself like you say mommy I don't like this, mommy I don't like, yeah, you express yourself. Mtoto like anagrow akiwa na confidence, unaona,
so
and
the parents
express.
should give that environment to their kids because at times parents don't give us that environment. Like, if I tell them what is going to be done, am I going to be scolded, to be beaten and all that, or they are not even going to help me?
Create that safe space like
so that at least there can be comfort.
A lot of mental health issues inaanzanga na childhood trauma. Sasa unaicarry it for alafu the worst thing is like sasa your future children will pass through it because you passed through it. So we should just break inaitwa ku break the what? Yeah, we should just break the curse, unaona, and just give the kids a very different life from, you know, what you lived.
Yeah, even better. Because that's the, maybe, I don't know if you people have realized, unaweza pata kwa nyumba watoi, but you don't even tell your siblings some stuff.
Because definitely if I tell you you're going to open up to mom and you know mom, you know dad.
And inakuanga weird sana sibling wako akienda kukuongelelea kwa mzazi.
I know.
Okay, if I wanted to tell my mom, I could have told her, but I didn't for a reason.
Mimi, the good thing I love about my mom is when like say my sibling goes to talk to her about me, about something, she'll definitely call me and she'll tell me that is this true. But my dad, you hear it from your auntie. My dad will now go tell the sister. Unapelekwa panel. Now you see such kind of stuff.
The jari wanakuja.
So it's kind of depressing because unaweza kuwa na stress for no reason and maybe even that thing is not true. Maybe it was just a rumor. So small. But they're making it to be a big deal. So una end up to lose your mind.
So like me personally, I'm always like, if I had a good relationship with my mom, I could talk to her about personal stuff, unajua. So that one encouraged me. So I was like, if I have a kid someday, naweza penda mtoto wangu akuwe free to that level. Yani anything goes right or wrong, atakuja kwangu. Unaona? It's not only time vitu are going right that she come to me, oh mom, nimepata achievement here and here, I'm being promoted to this and this, yeah. So at a time anaona it's not working, atakuja, mom, unajua kulikuwa hivi na hivi at work and all that. Alafu hii generation yetu, I've realized most of the people, like even if I look through my friends, unapata uko na wale friends wako yani they applaud you for doing something, unaona. Wakiona you dress bad, they tell you na umevaa poa, unakaa poa. Comments like those zina building tu mtu to that extent. Wako unajua ukikaa unasema mwenyewe niliambiwa nakaa poa mahali, and you smile a bit, unasahau ulikuwa na shida 15.
Yeah, alafu those random comments kwanza from strangers zinakwanga
make you feel better.
I'm like yani una feeling is so good and
There's a time I was talking to you, alafu you had me saying asante, alafu unaniuliza unaambia nani asante. Then I told you just met a random kid nikipita kwa and then she was like,
you are pretty.
Unakaa pretty.
so come, hey, I like your shoes, I like your eyes, like una feel so, oh my god, thank you, una feel so good about it. Hata ulikuwa na have a bad day, like utakuwa na feel heart yako imemelt kidogo.
So if people could have been more nicer, it is make work easier sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's always easy because you realize right now if you make new friends, utapata the friend opens up to you more than vile angekuwa open up to a close friend of his or hers.
Yeah.
So I think it all depends na approaching it tunachukua on things, how we're going to do things. But if the government is not doing something, we won't shout you do something. We should also take action into our hands.
Na kina government pia wasitu stress sana juu mnachangia. Mnachangia jamani, like kila mali is tight.
Nigamba tu. Nigamba si shule, si kwa nyumba, si kwa ndoa, si kwa
nini. Yani sisi tu tuko serikali saidia.
Kila mali serikali saidia.
Yeah, anyway guys, take your mental health so serious because hakuna venye unaweza function when your mind is not at rest, and don't be ashamed to ask for help because by the time like itakuwa imekuwa worse, maybe you decide to end it, itakuwa like too late. So never be afraid to ask for help, never be afraid to talk to someone, and never be afraid to reach out to anyone you trust. Yeah.
So guys, it's been a pleasure having you for this podcast. We hope that you'll always keep in touch, and don't forget our social media handles as Stan Media. We love you so much. See you in the next episode.
Alright, I'm Benismail. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to say my name. I'm Kerish. Ciao.
I'm Sharon Award.